This new foundation from Charlotte Tilbury has an awful lot of claims. Not only is it going to make my skin look better, but it's promising long-term sort of skincare benefits. Let's see what we think. What am I going to say about it? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited about this one. I'm looking at the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. It does have a lot of claims. There's been a lot of hype around it, and ultimately I just want to see how this is going to fit for my skin. So a little bit about the product. I picked this up here in Dublin. It was 40 euros for 30 mils or 1 fluid ounce. And all in all, I think that's a pretty good deal price-wise. It comes in 30 shades. I have chosen 7 neutral. And I love the format that it comes in. It's kind of this plastic tube with the pump at the end. I personally love this for things like travel. I find it easy to use. It's really light. Now, it's not as pretty and beautiful as the glass ones that can sit on your countertop, but I like something that's a bit more functional. So for me, this is absolutely perfect. This is meant to be a very hydrating formula. It contains glycerin, it contains hyaluronic acid, so it's supposed to kind of give a dewy and radiant finish, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So here's what they say about this product. They say it's with brightening rose complex and hydrating hyaluronic acid. It will improve the look of your skin with each wear. Okay, I'm going to be honest and say this is where I don't like Charlotte Tilbury products when it comes to the crazy kind of claims that they're making. They say things like it increases the radiance of your skin by 285%. I mean, how do they even judge that? How do they even measure that? Your skin will look 166% more hydrated. What? Like, honestly, I don't even understand that. Your skin looks plumper and smoother by up to 181%. Now, they go on to say that it has longer-term sort of skincare benefits. 90% of the people agree that it improves the appearance of their skin over time. I mean, makeup should sort of be making the skin look better anyway, but 90% of the people agree that it will minimize the appearance of pores, pigmentation, and dark spots. So, they talk about the samples of like 30 people, 33 people over a span of 4 weeks. I don't know. Look, for me, it's makeup. I have skincare that I use to make my skin look plumper and to improve the condition of my skin. So I'm not looking for this to do that, but I just wanted to make my skin look good and healthy and maybe reduce some of the dark spots that you can't see, and Bob's your uncle. So we're going to put that on today and see how it wears throughout the day. Okay, so when I'm putting it on, I would always use a palette because I don't like putting stuff on my hands. It's gross. So I'm just going to start with 1 pump of this just to see how we do, okay, and see how far it goes. Now I'm using a beauty sponge for this. I'm actually going to take my hair back. I sort of alternate between beauty sponges and brushes because I do think that the beauty sponge can soak up a lot of product, but I also think it delivers a spectacular finish. So we're going to start with this. This is the makeup sponge that I use and can put straight into the washing machine. I have a couple of them now. I think it's called Makeup Eraser, but I will put the details as well as all the details down below. So I'm starting off right now with nothing on my skin. I have a little bit of eye makeup just to kind of perk me up this morning, but there's nothing else on my skin except for my skincare as well as my SPF. Now my skin is super duper hydrated. I've just started experimenting with the new serum, and holy Toledo Batman, I am hydrated. I did my skincare about an hour ago and it still is quite dewy. I don't know if that's going to have an impact on how this sits or not, but we're going to give it a go because that's what I'm using right now anyway. So I'm going to start off just on the center of my face because that's where I get the most redness. That's where I always focus my foundation. Feels good. There's no smell to it. It's giving decent coverage. It's got a nice dewy finish. Looks pretty good. Looks like it's a good color match. Now I did get the color matched at the counter in Brown Thomas here in Dublin. Yeah, looks pretty good. So that's 1 pump that I suspect if I used a brush would go a lot further than it did with that, but I think that's really nice. Okay, so it definitely has sort of a hydrating nature to it. Now, again, I have really hydrated skin to start with, but this could be seen as being a bit shiny for some people. Now, I probably will have to apply a little bit of powder just underneath the eyes. I don't even have any concealer or anything on under there, so it does look kind of brighter. I think the color match is very good. My indicators are age spots. I have one on each side. You can sort of barely see it there, but I'm totally fine with that. But it's taken all the redness out of my skin, and I like the radiant finish. This is exactly the type of thing that I'm going for. Now, they say that this is going to last for 16 hours, that it's a long wear makeup. I often don't agree with that when it comes to hydrating makeups, because I think that they tend to soak, your skin soaks it up, and it just doesn't. I think matte lasts longer, but I don't like a matte makeup, so I'm not going to be wearing that. When you get to be a certain age, you like the dewiness, you like that sort of radiance. You spend all your teens and 20s trying to get rid of the shine, and then you spend your 40s and 50s up trying to put it back in. So I do think that this is a very nice finish. It doesn't look like it's settling into any of my fine lines and wrinkles. Could be a bit shiny. I'm not sure how the oily skin folks are going to fare with this, but I think it's really nice. Now, I don't know what it looks like to you, but in my mirror, this is the perfect amount of coverage. Now, sometimes for filming, I would need to put more on because the camera's not as forgiving, but all in all, I think that looks really good, and that's pretty much what I'm looking for. I'm going to put on a little bit of powder just under here in sort of the center of the face to get rid of that shine. I'm going to keep it sort of here. Oh, I forgot to put on concealer. Ah, well, it's going to be a non-concealer day today because I can't be arsed at this stage. Okay. I don't have any blush or anything on yet or anything else, but I think that looks really good. So far I'm digging it. So what I'm going to do is check back in at the end of the day to see how well this What? I'm going to check back in at the end of the day to see how well this wore. Is it 16 hours or is it not? Now, I may check in at one point throughout the day, but I'm actually in work today in the office, so I don't know if I'll have time to do that. But we will see. At the very least, I'll check back in at about 6:30 tonight. But all in all, I'm really, really, really happy with this. I think the application is easy, it's smooth, it gives still that nice dewy finish that I'm after, and it covers just the right amount, but not too much. I am not a heavy coverage foundation kind of girl. But this is, so far, loving it. Absolutely loving it. We'll check back in later. Okay, so my check-in is at 4 hours. Now, I'm outside because I happen to be in town for a meeting, so I wanted to see how this looks in the sun. All in all, I think it looks great. I still feel like there's adequate coverage. It does have a nice dewy finish to it. So the 4-hour check-in, I think we're still going strong, and it looks really good. Okay, so this is the very end of the day. We're talking almost 11 hours. It's just a bit before 7 p.m. And I don't know. I think most of it's gone. I know they're saying long wear. You can see in here, I can see a lot more of the age spots. My skin doesn't look bad, look, at the end of the day, but my skin is okay anyway. But this is not a long wear, in my opinion, and I'm okay with that. If I was really bothered by it, I would just put more on. So I think it's a lovely foundation, and I like the way that it wore, and it does really nice things for my skin, and I don't like the thought of having paint on my face for 16 hours anyway. So if you're happy with a makeup that kind of dissolves over time, and for the most part I am. I wouldn't be going out tonight looking like this, but all in all, I think it's worn evenly. I didn't see anything settling into fine lines and wrinkles. It looks fine. So for me, I think this is great, and this is a makeup that I'm personally going to continue to wear over and over. It's sitting right here, and chances are I'll be wearing it again tomorrow. So all in all, great foundation, really dig it. Not sure it does all the claims, but I wasn't expecting it to anyway. But it goes on well, gives me the finish I'm looking for. Lovely jubbly. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'd be very curious to hear your thoughts, and I love hearing from you. So please tell me, A, have you tried it? And if so, what did you think? And B, are you going to try it? Does this sound like a foundation that's going to appeal to you? So please do leave all your details below. And if you liked the look at this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded, which happens every week. So thank you again for joining, and I will see you next week. Bye. This foundation is the secret to your best... No, fuck that.